We'd like to welcome you all to our first travel show of April. And this month we have a theme of spring. It's a full month of spring, so lots of spring themed travel shows this month. In honor of the cherry blossoms, today we're going to be looking at from DC to Japan and the Cherry Blossom Festival, both in DC and Japan. Thank you so much, Lou, for hosting. And without further ado, please take it away. I'm here.
Great. Hold on, folks. Just adjusting my computer settings here to get everything all just right. Okay, just about there. Good. Okay, well, DC to Japan, Cherry Blossom Festival. So excited to be here. Such a beautiful day. We are so blessed to live in the city where we live. So let's talk about the agenda, folks. Well, what are cherry blossoms? That's not hard to figure out, but maybe we'll learn something new. How about cherry blossoms in DC and Japan and cherry blossom trivia? Okay, this is exciting. The history of cherry blossoms. Oh, I got to hear this. I love cherries, by the way. Cherry pie is my favorite dessert.
As we wrap up Women's History Month, we want to shine a light on a young journalist who helped start one of the greatest traditions in the nation's capital, but she rarely gets credit for it. NBC's Kristen Welker has that story.
It's dawn, and already people are gathered to see the majestic cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C., an annual tradition that draws people from all over the world. But how these trees got here, still a mystery to many.
Do you know whose idea it was to bring the cherry blossoms here?
No idea.
It has something to do with Japan and a gift.
They were a gift from Japan, right?
A gift from Japan, yes. But whose original idea was it? A little known fact until now.
Whose idea was it to bring Japanese cherry trees here?
It was definitely Eliza Scidmore's original idea.
You'd be forgiven if you've never heard of Eliza Scidmore.
Remember her from last year or history? Remember Eliza's name?
I remember this, Alex. I think we talked about this last year. This is a fascinating story.
Eliza Scidmore.
She doesn't get high billing in the history books, but Diana Parcell is now telling Scidmore's story, a post-Civil War journalist turned travel writer.
Found out she was an early newspaper correspondent in Washington, and that was amazing for a woman in the 1870s.
That tenacity took Scidmore all over the country.
This picture is quite amazing.
Look at that. She's with some Japanese people there.
And world, Alaska, China, Java, and beyond, becoming the first female writer and photographer for National Geographic. But it was a trip to Japan that became transformative.
She is struck by the cherry trees.
There was this ritual called Hanami, where the Japanese come out every spring and stroll beneath the trees in this spirit of fellowship and humanity and joy. That's the experience she wanted to create in D.C.
Scidmore saw great potential for her hometown, where the Washington Monument and the area around it was still under construction.
You are describing her as a visionary.
She was a visionary.
As soon as Scidmore, only in her 20s, got home, she asked top officials to bring some of Japan's cherry trees to Washington.
What was the response she got?
They listened to her, and then they ignored her.
But Scidmore was determined, and she kept asking for the next 24 years.
What kept her going?
It was her personality, and she just wasn't going to take no for an answer.
Finally, in 1909, Scidmore found an ally in the White House, writing a letter to First Lady Helen Taft.
Mrs. Taft immediately took up the idea, and from this point on, the two of them worked together to make it happen.
With that powerful partnership, it didn't take long for Tokyo to agree, sending 2,000 trees to the U.S. But there was a problem.
They were all infested with a variety of pests, and they said these are a risk to U.S. agriculture. They have to be destroyed. And so all 2,000 of those trees were burned.
Japan was undeterred, this time sending a whopping 3,000 trees. In 1912, Mrs. Taft invited Scidmore to a small ceremony to plant them.
I can't imagine the sense of satisfaction she must have felt. I think it must have been tremendously gratifying for her.
Now, nestled deep in the tidal basin, some of the oldest trees dating back to Sidmore's era.
Gnarled, twisted trunks, missing bark. They're really not much to look at the rest of the year, but every spring, here they are in full bloom.
Look at that. I mean, look at that tree. I mean, it looks like it's been through some things. But it's still here.
But every spring, here they are in full bloom.
Today, the annual blooms bring out more than 1 million visitors.
It's beautiful that we can share this with so many nationalities and so many people, and it's a great thing.
Sidmore's vision from so long ago, now a reality. That spirit of fellowship, humanity, and joy in full bloom for eternity.
You know that man that was in that picture, that park person, park police, park ranger? He was on TV the other day talking about the cherry blossoms. He's still there.
Yeah. Thank you. Any thoughts on the video? Shocking or interesting?
Well, I did some research while that was going on, and I found out that the Japanese beetle actually was infected this continent as a result of that shipment. The Japanese beetle. I know that y'all know the Japanese beetle. It's that like rainbow silvery colored green beetle. It's all over the place. That beetle actually came from those cherry trees.
Okay, what did you think of their the woman's journey, 30 years or 20 years to finally get the trees to DC? What did you think of that, Lou?
Oh, I thought that was tremendous persistence. You were wonderful to share that with us, and I love the traditions of Japan. But I'm fascinated that the Japanese beetle came from there, because I'd see those all over the place, and now I know where they originated. That's really, fascinating also.
Thank you for sharing. Anyone else? What did you get from the video? How did it make you feel?
Persistence.
Thank you.
Anyone else? When you're persistent, you always, if you keep on being persistent, the good things happen.
Yeah. So those first trees that were brought over, were they infected from the Japanese beetle or?
No, well, we'll see. Well, we'll answer that question, but yes, they did have to end up being burned. But Japan could have been like, no, we're not going to send anymore. They sent 3,000 after that.
Right. Well, actually, a little tidbit on it, Alex. They don't know for sure if it came from there, but the Japanese beetle first appeared in the United States shortly after that. So, so they don't know 100% for sure, but it's, there's a good chance.
Okay. Thank you all so much for sharing. We have another video, just some fast facts that we can react to as we read them. March, April, species that cherry blossom trees. Favorite color of cherry blossom. Favorite species. Five petals, some next 20, sometimes there's almost 100 petals. Cloud. Well, in Japan, well, we know the history why. Any thoughts on those facts? Yeah, I just love it. It looks so beautiful. Any thoughts?
It said there are over 100 different species.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I wonder how many species we have down here along the tidal basin.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there are over 100. We're going to be learning more about those.
Or in this country. I wonder how many species we have.
There's a lot. Mm-hmm. Some people just think there's cherry blossom and that's it, but there's over 100 different species.
Mm-hmm. And there are other locations too where you can see cherry blossoms. Not not only from the basin, but they're all around the city.
Oh, in the city, outside the city, down south. There's a lot of places there. So yes.
Yeah.
Do any of the blossoms develop cherries?
That's a great question. Doing research, most of the ones that produce those beautiful flowers, most of them don't produce edible fruit. So the cherry trees that actually do cherries are more so cherry trees, but the cherry blossoms that we know are mostly the flowers and not the fruit.
Thank you.
I think you can see the fruit sometimes, Alex.
Sometimes, yeah, it's not as much. That's why.
I don't think they're edible, or if they are, they don't taste very good.
It's you either get the fruit and get the best of it, or you get the flower, the best of the of it.
And the ones that bloom on the trees that make the blossoms are very bitter. They don't have a good taste.
I got sweet cherry trees at my house, and the downside of that, which I think is the main reason people don't plant them as ornamental plants, is because a lot of times the cherries grow high up and hard to reach, and when they fall, they stink. They rot. So it's the rotting, sweet cherries that you never got to that are not very appealing. I think but they're just as beautiful as the flowering ones. But if you don't pick them and eat them, they rot on the ground, and they smell.
Lou, take it away.
Oh, sorry. The meaning of cherry blossoms. All right. This is my favorite part. Okay, so here we go. So start above. Before you buy flower arrangements, do you like to know what the blossoms mean? Although cherry blossoms don't end up in bouquets, these iconic flowers have a lot of meaning and symbolism. Also known as sakura, Japan's national flower. I didn't know that. It's a cultural icon revered worldwide as an expression of life, death, and renewal. Keep reading and learn about the cherry blossom's meaning and symbolism. Interesting. So what are cherry blossoms? Well, cherry blossoms are flowers from the genus Prunus tree. Each spring, these dainty blossoms bloom in hues of white and pink in Japan, Washington, D.C., Macon, Georgia, and various countries around the world, including Canada, France, Australia, Brazil, Spain, Germany, and Turkey. While cherry blossoms technically grow on cherry trees, varieties grown for their edible fruit tend to have less showy flowers than those grown for spectacular blooms tend not to bear edible fruit. Just what we talked about. Since cherry blossoms are one of the shortest lived flowers, only blooming for a couple of weeks each year, they represent renewal and the fleeting nature of life in Japan. Due to the bloom's extreme popularity in Japan, it is one of the most widely accepted meanings of cherry blossoms, but it's not the only one. In China, cherry blossoms are linked to sexuality and the beauty of women and are sometimes associated with women's ability to dominate using their appearance. That's interesting. Although cherry blossom festivals are controversial in South Korea due to tense relations with Japan, I know South Korea and Japan had some tough times during World War II. The flower is considered a symbol of purity and beauty in the country. Beyond each culture's unique symbolism for the blooms, cherry blossoms generally represent rebirth, renewal, new beginnings, and the start of spring.
Isn't that so true? It's so beautiful outside, and the cherries are in peak bloom. Cherry blossoms are in peak bloom. So Here's the significance of cherry blossoms in Japan. I'll read a few, Lou. Nobody personifies the metaphor cherry blossoms embodying beauty and mortality more than the samurai. These warriors, we all have heard the samurai before, right?
Yes.
These warriors live by a strict moral code of honor, respect, and discipline called Bushido, the way of the warrior. Their duty was to embody these virtues while appreciating the inevitability of death without fearing it. It was believed that a fallen cherry blossom symbolized the end of their short lives. Japanese pilots in World War II embraced a similar meaning of cherry blossoms when they painted their kamikaze planes with the blooms before going on suicide missions to die like beautiful falling cherry petals for the emperor. Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm.
While cherry blossoms are no longer embraced for self-destructive or military purposes, their philosophical and aesthetic value remain. Sakura remains its symbolism, or retains it, as a new beginning in Japan since its blooming coincides with the start of the new fiscal year each April when children go back to school and employees often start new jobs. So it's a new place and time, especially right now in Japan. Who knew, right?
Yeah.
Lou, can you take it away?
You bet. The ritual of Hanami. Hanami, meaning flower viewing in Japan, is a traditional custom dating back to the 8th century involving enjoying cherry blossoms or other flowers' beauty. Whether you sit alone under a cherry blossom tree and enjoy your favorite drink, or you gather with dozens of your friends and family, Hanami is a time to reflect on how lovely and short life really is. I love Hanami. At night, Hanami transforms to Yozakura, cherry blossoms at night, a romantic way for couples to appreciate blooms, often by lantern light. You know, we live.
It's very beautiful.
We live near Brookside Gardens here in Silver Spring, and I just love walking through that garden in the springtime. And the azaleas. Do y'all ever go to the Arboretum? Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, they have cherry blossoms there too. So you like Hanami? Everyone on the call like Hanami?
I love sticking my nose in the tulips, and I love the smell of tulips.
Yes. I love looking at sunflowers.
Oh, sunflowers.
So yes, we all can do some Hanami this spring and view our favorite flowers in our beautiful city. Fun facts. Japan sent 3,020 cherry blossom trees in 1912, and they still fill the National Mall with pink blooms every spring, or their descendants. They originally sent 2,000 cherry blossom trees in 1910, but they were burned after being found to carry insects and diseases, nearly causing a diplomatic crisis, as we learned. Cherry blossoms are edible, with a subtle taste and a popular component of a variety of Japanese food and drinks. Lou, that's so beautiful. Washington, D.C. holds the National Cherry Blossom Festival every year from mid-March to mid-April, so going on right now. It's illegal to pick flowers from cherry blossom trees in Washington, D.C. So even the twigs, people have been trying to pick up the twigs, so the sticks as well. So you have to be very careful if you go to see the cherry blossoms and make sure not to pick those flowers because they're so fragile. Do y'all know that it was illegal to pick the cherry blossom flowers?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's very illegal. Its peak bloom is typically around April 4th in the US, but as you all have known or heard, peak bloom was a few days ago, so it came a little earlier this year. Cherry blossom capital of the world is Macon, Georgia, which has more than 350,000 cherry trees. That's not so. Yeah. There's more there than there's more here. That's why they're the cherry blossom capital of the world. A park in Amsterdam have named each of its 400 cherry blossom trees. Half have female and half have male names. That's funny. Michigan produces 40% of the U.S. tart cherry crop from over 2 million cherry trees. Michigan.
By the way, my dad used to work in Traverse City picking cherries when he was a youngster, back in the 30s.
Well, isn't that something right here? Uh, there are more than 430 varieties of cherry blossom trees, Yoshino variety being one of the most popular. Wild black cherry trees grow up to be 80 feet tall and 60 feet wide. Ornamental cherry trees are smaller, averaging a maximum height of 25 to 50 feet. That's amazing. I didn't realize they grew that tall. George Washington did not chop down a cherry tree. That's a tale? Apparently, the famous tale was added to the 5th edition of one of his biographies to portray him as a virtuous role model. While cherry blossoms are most commonly pink, they can also be white. What do y'all think of these fun facts in this article right here?
Those are great. Hey, Alex, I want to show you here in Silver Spring, peak bloom is like right around now because it's a little bit farther north. This is my cherry tree right here, and then there's one across the street.
Lou.
Yeah, there's one across the street that's just gorgeous right now. Except if I go over there, I'll lose internet.
Y'all see Lou's video? Isn't that right underneath that gorgeous tree?
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Here, it's peak. It's probably peak right now. It's probably the peak bloom right. It's the very moment.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. I hope y'all enjoyed that and learned something new. Lou, take it away.
Not all cherry blossoms are the same. Oh no.
So we'll take a look at some of these vivid illustrations. These were presented to the U.S. in 1912. So let's take a look at this one. Some Yoshino. Remember Yoshino, the most popular variety of cherry blossom.
Didn't know that.
What do y'all think? Isn't this a beautiful illustration?
Yeah.
It's a little smaller, Lou, but you could read some of these. You don't have to read all of them.
Sure. The name of this popular cherry tree variety combines two place names. Yoshino Mountain in Nara Prefecture, which is famous for its cherry blossoms, and Samai, a place in Edo, now Komagome in the Toshima Ward, Tokyo, where the trees were often grown. This fast-growing variety is suitable for planting along avenues or in parks. Some Yoshino was one of the only 3 varieties of cherry blossom trees that survived the repeated floods around the tidal basins in the 1930s. Interesting.
I didn't know
that. And that walk around the tidal basin, that was getting pretty beat up a couple of years back. Did they fix it?
Yeah.
Remember how beat up it was getting? So it was falling into the water.
I didn't know that tidal basin had repeated floods in the 30s in DC.
It has them right now.
It does.
That's amazing.
The whole thing is sinking. Haines Point. You go to Haines Point. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I like Haines Point.
The whole thing is sinking. Takanine Cascade Fragrance. Oh my god.
Takanio.
Yeah,
is that how you pronounce that?
Takanioi.
Oi.
The oi sound. What do y'all think of this? Look in the picture. With the difference. What's the difference? This one versus this one.
Yeah.
That looks fuller.
The
petals look bigger.
Yeah, the petals do look bigger.
Yeah.
They do look bigger.
And it's growing leaves. The one down there is growing leaves.
Oh, it's another variety of this flower. This one. That's why it does look similar. It's called Cascade Fragrance.
I like it when it doesn't have any leaves. It only has a flower.
It doesn't. You like it when it doesn't have the leaves?
Not yet. When the only thing you see is the white flower.
Okay. Fujian's elephant Fugenzo existed early as 1555 during the Muromachi period. The 1912 gift included 120 trees of this variety. Wow. I like it. Look, I love the flowers. They're a little pink. And they have the white ones too.
I like it when there's a little pink in them as well.
Daybreak. Oh, I love these. These are really pretty.
Wow, there's a lot of pink.
Daybreak. Very beautiful. Light pink petals with deeper pink at the edges has a strong fragrance.
Oh, I
Daybreak
like that fragrance.
cherry blossoms. Cart turning back. Mikurumagishi. Oh, look, very full. You see some varieties, the flowers are kind of away from each other, but then some of them are like all. Do you like it when it's clumped up or when they're separated?
Clumped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks
Yeah.
full. It looks
That's
like
beautiful.
it looks like a pom-pom.
Right.
Mikuruma refers to a vehicle used to transport important dignitaries and courtiers. The name of this variety can be interpreted in different ways. It may be intended to evoke a passenger in such a vehicle who, after viewing the beautiful cherry blossoms, felt compelled to return and admire them again. That's a funny cart turning back. The flower is so beautiful, it made those people in those cars go back and go and look at them. Isn't that an interesting story for a name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cart turning back. This one's called God of Longevity, Fukuro Kuju.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Fukuro Kuju is the god of longevity, one of the 7 deities of good fortune in Japanese mythology. U.S. First Lady Helen Nellie Taft, who loved cherry blossoms and arranged for 90 of these cherry trees to be planted near the White House grounds prior to the 1912 gift.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting? Cherry blossoms before the gift at the White House grounds. Who knew? White snow. It says the blossoms' resemblance to snowflakes. They do look like snowflakes. I mean, look at all these different kinds. Barrier Mountain. This one's called Single Leaf. That one's cool. Robe Yellow. Upper Fragrance. Wow. So look at all these different varieties. White Pink. Who knew, right? And each of them have a story.
So what variety do we have on the title? The title.
Sure. What? Well, the main one is what was the first one called? The main one is this Yoshino. So that's one of them.
Oh, Yoshino.
Yeah. So Yoshino was one of the only 3 varieties of cherry blossoms that survived around the tidal basin.
Oh, okay. Yoshino.
Yoshino.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, do they all bloom at the same time?
Mostly Yoshino cherry trees, 70%. There's the Kwanzan cherry tree. There's the Kwanzan cherry tree, about 13% of the tidal basin, and which blooms with deep pink double blossoms about 2 weeks after the Yoshino. There's Akebono, and there's a little bit of weeping Japanese cherry trees. There are others, ones that are there, but these 4 make up the majority at the tidal basin. There's the Fugenzo. We just learned about Fugenzo and Shirafugen near East Potomac Park.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we'll come back to that video if we have some time. This one's 2026 peak bloom. So I think who has been to the basin this year, or tidal basin, or down next to the mall this year? I have not.
Not me.
I haven't. So it's fun to look at the video, so I can feel like I'm there. But I want to go because it's very beautiful this year.
Yes, I know that Port Stevens Senior Center is going down on the 6th. And I signed up, but I wanted to sign up, but they said the bus is full.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. Yeah, I could see why.
Yeah.
I could see why.
They go down and then they go to the wharf to have lunch. There's so many beautiful, nice restaurants along the wharf.
I love that. Again, make sure y'all take advantage of those wellness centers and dining sites around you guys. They have a lot of activities. So yes.
Absolutely. They have some wonderful trips.
Mm-hmm. So yes, peak bloom was it occurred last week around like the 26th, 27th, like around the weekend. That's when peak bloom had hit. So this is when it occurred. This video. So it's a few days old. This is live at the wharf. I mean, look at this. This is real life. Isn't that beautiful? With the green trees over there, but then the pink outlining the water. It's just in white.
Is all everybody's talking about today, and we are talking about those beautiful, beautiful, puffy cherry blossoms as we take a live look at the tidal basin where you can see DC's world-famous pretty pink trees and the crowds that they're already starting to draw.
And there are people all around the world in town just to see them, despite the crazy weather pattern we've been in. The beloved buds have officially hit peak bloom, and Fox 5's broke the news first live this morning with the man himself, Mike Litters.
Steve, breaking news here on Fox 5 this morning. Just about 4 minutes ago, we officially certified peak bloom arrived this morning. 70% of the Yoshino trees are now in bloom, and it is absolutely gorgeous down here. Looking for 75 and sunny this afternoon.
I mean, look at right here, even that little corner of the tree, it just looks so nice.
Mm-hmm.
So full.
It's going to be a great day to come see the blossoms.
And for all the crowds flocking to the tidal basin, the timing couldn't be more perfect.
All right, and guess what? Bob Barnard, well, he was there, and he's now along the tidal basin for us to bring all those beautiful blossoms right to our eyes. Bob?
Yeah, hey there, Shamari and Angie. I mean, it has been an ideal day weather-wise. You might see some of the petals are coming off the trees. There is a light breeze out here, but it has been sunny. It's been warm, and when Mike Litters declared peak bloom at around 8:30 this morning, there were already many people here, and you take a look live here along the tidal basin, the Jefferson Memorial Way in the background there. It's been like this all day, so take this in. This is what it's been looking like. Now, we want to show you a close-up of the cherry blossoms. They're bursting with color, primarily white. Those are the Yoshino cherry trees. The pink blossom.
Look at that pink one.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks so natural.
Are mostly okame cherry trees. Now, the National Park Service says about 1.5 million people are expected to visit D.C. over the next 4 weeks. They'll be able to walk around the entire tidal basin, but the seawall between the Jefferson and FDR memorials remains closed for a second season. That's not only because of the new seawall constructed here, but to protect the 351 new cherry trees planted in that area. 158 cherry trees were taken down as part of the renovation down here. As for the people we're seeing and speaking to, it's a great mix of locals and tourists taking this all in today.
I live in Northeast D.C., and I'm here for the peak cherry blossom, as you can see, trying to document my adventures down here.
What do you make of it this year?
It's beautiful. Yes. This is the first time I've been in quite some time, and it was quite an adventure getting here also.
Just imagine being right under there, like right here.
How so?
A lot of traffic. Oh, a lot of traffic, and I actually got to park right here in this lot.
Oh, yeah, they're really at the peak. It's just fantastic. I've never seen anything. I didn't remember anything quite like this. I guess maybe we hit them at the wrong time when we were here before.
It's peak today.
It's peak. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, beautiful.
We just thought it would be a nice time to walk around to see the cherry blossoms with coworkers, a good team building event. So, yeah.
And what do you think?
Beautiful this year. Beautiful day. The blossoms are perfect. Wanted to get out here before the weather turned nasty.
I think they're very healthy looking, and I hope they last for a few days so everybody gets a chance to take a look.
Well, there's also a tulip garden right here as well. Some of the flowers.
Do y'all know that there was a tulip garden as well?
No, I didn't know.
Look at that. I mean, look at that. Let me go back. I mean, gorgeous.
Yes.
So red and pink and a little bit of white.
So where's the tulip garden?
Right,
there's also a tulip garden right here as well. Some of the flowers are bursting with color, many more to bloom. So plenty of time to get down here to see them. Ideally, the cherry trees will remain at or near peak bloom for a few days at least, or more, ideally. And yes, you will not be alone down here. And as you look back live, just want to let you take this in and tell you that there are a number of events starting on Friday. Starting tomorrow, there's what's called Bloom Fest over by the Jefferson Memorial. They're going to have like 100 or more acts over the next festival over at the Washington Monument. That is on.
Yeah, well, this is a few days older, but I mean, look at peak bloom. This is right here in DC. This is happening right now. Any thoughts?
Well, the cherry blossoms are a big deal in Washington. All the news stations cover it. Channel 9 had people. They had Leslie, whatever her last name is, and Lorenzo. they were sitting down, talking with the Park Service ranger about them, and it's a big deal. And they're very strict. They don't want you to walk on the roots. Your dog can't use the bathroom by the tree. And so they're very strict as far as the tree.
Yeah, it brings a lot of money. It brings a lot of tourism. It brings a lot of buzz. It brings a lot of awareness. It brings the season, tourist season. It brings it all into DC.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful outside. I bet there's so many people outside today, right now, down here.
Yes.
Lou, I think you stepped away, but let us know when you're back, okay? Here is a list of some events for the cherry blossoms. I'm not sure if any of us have attended any of these before, but it started all the way in the middle of March. There was the pink tie party, a pedal and paddles race on the 19th. The opening ceremony was on March 21st at Dark Constitution Hall. The Kite Festival was this past Saturday from 10 to 4. Look at that, beautiful. Look at that. This is from last year. Lincoln Powers 9 throws a kite. That's a beautiful kite. It was Saturday. Also, it was Bloomaroo on Saturday. It was a wharf celebration. There was a fireworks finale, so you may have heard some fireworks if you live near there. April 4th, that is Saturday. Pedal Palooza. This comes to Capitol Riverfront. Celebrate spring with interactive art installations. There's a beverage garden. Join family-friendly hands-on activities. Soak in the views of the Anacostia River, ending the night with a fireworks show at 8:30 p.m.
Wow.
So Pedal Palooza at Navy Yard. So make sure you all check it out. Look, stage entertainment is aerial, fitness, dance school, dance academies, flamenco. There's a second zone with paint and sip, t-shirt you can make, entertainment. There's a flower. Look at all these different zones. This is happening all on Saturday. So
that Navy Yard has really turned into an entertainment district. It's amazing.
Yeah. So there's that link if you all want to check that out. There is the National Cherry Blossom Festival Parade. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday. There are tickets for the parade. There's performances. From the 11th to the 12th, there's a Sakura Matsuri Festival. Amazing. Japanese Street Festival. There's food and, of course, cherry blossoms. There's the Art Blooms Festival in Fairfax. And there's a 5K and kids run, 10-mile 5K and kids run at the Tidal Basin on the 11th to 12th. So you can go and view them if you'd like. So those are some events going on for the rest of the cherry blossom season. That Pedal Palooza sounds really fun.
Oh my gosh.
What did y'all think of those events? Anyone going to try to check out maybe Pedal Palooza or the 10K, 5K and cheer those folks on? Or
they run over me.
You're so silly, Luis.
I think the parade is too late. Every year it's held way after the cherry blossoms have finished. They need to move it up a little bit.
Yeah, it was early this year, so I mean they
every year I've never seen it when it was, it's always, they should move it up a couple weeks.
Here's some more about the significance, but specifically in Japan. So we learned about the Hanami, and we learned about Yozakura, the cherry blossoms on night. I mean, look at that picture.
Wow.
I mean, that looks cool.
Yeah. Wow. Why don't we do that? We should put some lights on like that? That's beautiful.
Beautiful. We feel like the fully bloomed cherry blossoms are celebrating and welcoming our brand new start. Yeah, because the start of the fiscal year is in April in Japan. So, and when kids go back to school. So,
I don't think we have any lights on our cherry trees. Now that you mention this, this is something maybe for us to get behind, because that'd be beautiful if those things were lit up.
some kanji. So that's a Japanese character for Sakura. This is for Hanami, Yozakura. I mean, these pictures look beautiful. I really like that. Here's a new-ish thing for us. Tokyo's cherry blossoms bloom early, spark cheers at Yasukuni Shrine. So this is 13 days ago.
Wow.
So we're going to be taking a look at some. Yeah, they also bloomed early in Japan.
こちらの標本木、今観測しまして、61に、開花したのを認められましたので、東京の桜の開花となります。
So 13 days ago, that's about two weeks ago. So that was the 2 weeks ago was about March 16th or 18th. So yeah. Even earlier in Japan than in the U.S.
Regional headquarters of the Japan Meteorological Agency announced on March 19th that cherry blossoms have officially begun blooming in the capital. About 2 hours before the announcement, officials conducted observations at Yasukuni Shrine, where Tokyo's benchmark Somei Yoshino cherry tree is located. The bloom comes 5 days earlier than the annual average. The announcement was made at Yasukuni Shrine. The tree had only 2 blossoms open on March 18th, but that number surged to 61 blossoms on March 19th, indicating a rapid bloom as temperatures rose.
Isn't that?
They actually count. They actually count them. That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah, they count them. They're very
I guess.
Yeah, they're very on it.
A large crowd gathered around the tree for the announcement, and cheers and applause erupted as the bloom was declared.
Wow.
This year's bloom is 5 days earlier than both last year and the average year. Officials also expressed surprise at how quickly the blossoms opened, noting the sharp increase overnight. According to the agency, cherry trees typically reach full bloom about 1 week after the first blossoms, but continued warm weather could bring full bloom even earlier.
Isn't that, look at all these people. That's pretty amazing right here. This image.
I guess look at what we do for Groundhog Day. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So that's probably pretty, that's probably more normal than Groundhog Day.
Let's take a look at this video right here. Going to a cherry blossom festival in Japan.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Whoa. That's beautiful. Whoa.
At first, only the elite held feasts under the flower trees. I mean, look how they look over there in Japan.
Wow. It's beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Wow.
Because nature is so encompassed in their culture. It just,
Mm-hmm.
they really cherish and sacred, nature, and it really shows.
Alex, I know just recently the Prime Minister of Japan was here visiting, and I heard no mention of the cherry blossoms. She's the first female Prime Minister of Japan. Her name is Sanae Takaki, and they showed an interview with her at the White House, but they never mentioned the beautiful cherry blossoms. It took a negative turn because Pearl Harbor was mentioned by who.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, they're so beautiful. So we have to, keep supporting and keep showcasing cherry blossoms because they're a bridge of cultures. That's all of DC.
There was no mention right in the midst of the cherry blossom season.
Well, sometimes, things are.
They
It is.
forgot.
I hope you all enjoy it. I mean, look how Japan celebrated. It's so beautiful. We do celebrate pretty well ourselves, but for a real authentic experience, you got to visit Japan.
Well, I just researched it. Only 125 of the original trees remain, which is actually more than I thought of the original 1912 trees.
The originals or their descendants.
But no, the actual original trees from 1912.
Okay.
There's 125 that still remain.
So
The
they're
other ones,
they're 100. They're almost 125 years old then.
I know, but it's much more than I thought, right? No, that's a pretty long-lasting tree.
History is a mess. History is a complete mess. 1912, they gave us the trees, and 29 years later, they bombed Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, history is something.
Yeah.
So yes, I hope you all enjoyed learning a little bit about Hanami and Yozakura and Sakura and how the meaning of cherry blossoms. And I want you all to embrace that feeling. Cherry blossoms mean new beginnings, rebirth. It's a new year within a year. It's the new season. So, it's never too late to start something. Okay.
All right, that was great, Alex. Thanks so much for putting that together.
Yes, we have one special video after trivia. So, yes, I hope you all enjoy. So let's see what we can do. So everyone, we'd love to see if we could get all these right because you guys are so smart. In what year was the first cherry tree planted on the National Mall?
1912.
1912.
Correct. Amazing. Who came up with the idea for cherry blossoms along the Potomac? William McKinley, Eliza Skidmore, an unknown NPS worker, or a Japanese ambassador?
Eliza Skidmore.
The original cherry trees were gifted to the U.S. from what country?
Japan.
Amazing. Where were the first cherry blossom trees planted? At the tidal basin, around the White House, Capitol Building, or at the Botanical Gardens?
Around the White House.
At the White House. Didn't Mrs. Staff?
At the tidal, it's at the tidal basin. The tidal basin. But we did learn about on the grounds before, not like these ones right here, but we learned that there was actually some grown before the 1912 gift. But the first were planted like officially on the mall at the tidal basin. Why did agents from the Department of Agriculture reject the first shipment of cherry trees?
Because they had bugs.
Had disease.
So they had Hashimoto's disease. They didn't violate import laws. The ground was too frozen. They were infested with the nematodes.
They were infested.
They were infested with nematodes. Who in official Washington serves as honorary chair of the Cherry Blossom Festival? The First Lady, Miss America, Chief Justice?
The First Lady.
Okay, amazing.
Y'all
are doing amazing. In what year did the first official Cherry Blossom Festival take place? 1898, 1912, 1935, 1943.
Forget. That was in 19.
Not 43. Not 43.
Not 43.
Not
No.
not 43. That's for sure.
1930 something.
That seems reasonable.
1898, 1912, 1935, or 1943?
35.
35.
I say 35. I say
And you
35.
guys are correct.
Okay.
Which first lady planted the first cherry tree in D.C.? Roosevelt, McKinley, Taft, or Nixon?
Taft.
Taft.
Helen Taft. Washington, D.C. has more cherry trees than any other city in the U.S. True or false?
False.
Who has the most before I hit
Macon,
false?
Georgia.
Macon, Georgia.
I knew y'all learned something today.
Absolutely.
In 1915, the U.S. government reciprocated with what gift? The cherry tree donor country. So what did we give Japan? Magnolias, dogwoods, elm trees, or maples?
Oh my, we don't know this
I
one.
don't know.
This was in 1915.
Who knows what that one was?
Magnolias.
Oh, yes.
I love magnolia tree.
They're dogwoods.
Oh,
Yes.
Dogwoods.
In return,
Yeah.
America
Dogwood.
gifted Japan
Dogwood.
dogwoods.
Oh, I guess it's an
Yes,
American.
the U.S. sent American dogwood trees as a reciprocal gift for the 1912 gift of cherry blossom trees. So William Taft sent 50 dogwood trees to Japan in return. And in 2012, the U.S. gifted 3,000 more dogwood trees to Japan, with many planted in the Tohoku region to support recovery from the 2011 earthquake. That's amazing. Only one of the original 1950 dogwood trees is known to still exist.
Oh, wow.
Only one.
Located at Tokyo Metropolitan Enga High School.
What happened to them?
It's been more than 100 years. I mean, they had the earthquake in 2011.
Oh, that's right.
They don't live long though. I got some dogwoods in my front yard, and they die fast. They're hard. They're hard.
One of the original.
What we have at our other house, that dogwood is, I know, 30 years old.
Oh, really?
I hope it survives for long.
But is the trunk? Sometimes the trunk gets rotted out. Is the trunk okay on that one?
Yeah, it's good. My aunt and uncle take good care of that tree.
Wonderful.
The person that does their yard, and yes, it's. I know it's got to be over 30 years old because I was still young, and I'm going to be 80, so it has to be over.
Wow. I was reading, by the way, if it helps, I read recently that dogwoods like acid soil because my dogs were all dying. So I spread hydrangea fertilizer, which is very acid fertilizer, around my dogwoods.
Yes.
So I'll let you know if that helps.
Okay.
But all my dogwoods are dying. They're just dying. They're falling on my car, everything.
Okay. Which of the following events is not part of the annual Cherry Blossom Festival? Blossom Hunt, Fireworks, Parade, or Kite Festival?
Parade.
Blossom Hunt.
Is not part of the annual Cherry Blossom
Not
Festival.
part.
Not part of it.
It is Blossom Hunt. No, it'll be fireworks. It was fireworks last Saturday. It was fireworks this Saturday.
Oh, is it this Saturday? This Saturday's fireworks? Oh.
Yes, we went over the Pedalpalooza, yes.
Yeah.
In what year did the Cherry Blossom Princesses event start? 1934, 26, 18, or 48?
Oh my God.
Oh my, well, it can't be 48. That's
I
too
didn't
close
know it
to
was a princess. It can
too close to the war. It's too close to the war. Maybe 34?
34.
No, 19.
No, it's 48. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
So looking at there's a hint, and the picture is dated April 8th, 1937.
Oh, wait a minute. The picture's 37, but it said 40. Hold on. That picture was dated 37. So how could that? But then you said it started in 48. So
well, that's what the picture said. I'm just saying you got to use the quiz to figure out the quiz.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Where does the National Cherry Blossom Festival Parade take place? Pennsylvania Ave, Tidal Basin, Constitution Ave, or Embassy Row?
Pennsylvania Avenue.
Anyone else? Where does the parade take place?
I think Pennsylvania.
It's not Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
One
I
of
hear
the two.
mostly Pennsylvania Ave, going once, going twice. It is Constitution Avenue.
Oh no!
Constitution Avenue. That's where the National Cherry Blossom Parade.
Which makes sense. It makes sense.
Constitution Avenue. Yep, it's located between 7th and 9th northwest along Constitution Ave. Yeah. So yeah, downtown is going to be downtown in that day. All right, let's go through some more, folks. We're a little over, but it's okay. How was the Cherry Blossom Queen chosen?
That's a good question.
And she in the tree too.
Lord, I didn't know they
Selection
allowed anybody
Committee,
up in the tree.
secret vote, or talent competition?
Oh my goodness.
Selection
Is it a talent
committee.
thing?
Selection
I
committee.
can't read what the others are because
It's the spin of a wheel.
Spin of
Oh
a wheel.
my God! I've got everyone wrong so far.
For approximately, how long does a typical cherry blossom remain in bloom? 1 week, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
1 week. 1 week.
Yeah.
I hear most 2, but I hear you say 1, Lou. So
I've got everyone wrong so far, so it's probably 2.
I say 2 weeks.
I said 1 week.
It is 2 weeks.
See,
that's what they said.
Yeah, approximately how many cherry trees on the National Mall? 1,500, 500, 6,000, 3,500.
That's okay.
1,500.
That seems reasonable. 1,500. I think 35 is a little too much.
Yeah, I think that's too much too.
Because they only added like a few hundred, so I'm thinking it's 15. It could be 35, but I'm thinking it's 15.
I thought I heard 3,500. Maybe
Anyone else thinking 35? I think 500 is too little and 6,000 is way too much. So
I say 35.
I say 35.
Let's go. Let's see. Hey.
I heard that.
3,500 trees.
Down.
Again, this quiz is a few years older, so it's definitely around that time. What shocking event happened on December 11th, 1941? 4 trees died from the cold. 4 cherry trees are mysteriously cut down. The U.S. government shrouded them in black, or a beaver toppled 4 cherry trees.
Oh, wow. It's called a strange event. What shocking event happened December 11th?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Maybe 4 trees were cut down mysteriously.
And you were right.
Wow,
that's strange.
That's not that's Pearl Harbor Day though. December 11th, 19. That was Pearl Harbor.
Yeah. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that trivia. And
that was fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I have one video for us because they are so beautiful. They're so beautiful, right? These cherry blossoms and flowers in general, they're so beautiful, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That dogwood tree has historical significance too.
Yeah.
I have one video for us, and I just want us to watch. And really, if you may have seen this before, but I really want everyone to take a look at this video. This is from the Drew Barrymore Show. It's all about flowers. So you may have seen it online. I hope you all enjoy.
It's Kristen Griffith Vanderyacht. Hi. I feel like I want to give that. That's for you. We love your book. We're going to get into this.
Your book is like a coffee table piece of art. I've kept it out on my desk.
Me too. I have it on our coffee table at the house.
It's a stunner. It's a jaw and mic drop of a book.
Oh my God. It's so beautiful. And there's such great takeaways.
It's elevated but instructive.
Oh, thank you.
I just came up with that.
That means so much to hear because when I wrote the book, I knew that I needed it to be a resource, but I also knew a lot about myself and how I learned about flowers because I'm a self-taught florist.
Really?
Yes,
I'm
a self-taught florist.
Self-taught. So what drew you to flowers? How did it happen?
Well, I was going to grad school at Columbia University to be a therapist, and I thought to myself, when else am I going to have time in my day to explore my other interest? So I went and got an internship at a flower shop in Brooklyn, and I was like, oh, okay, this is it.
This is it.
This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Is a form of therapy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And guess
Nature
what?
is a
You
form
went
of
to a
therapy.
flower shop, and then your talent really blossomed. And you are actually going to give us tips and takeaway of how we can sort of upgrade some traditional flowers for $0.00. We can make them look even better.
Absolutely.
Okay, how? Walk us through.
So we've got
So I hope, Louise, all those beautiful bouquets, you may get some from our session, this video, and anyone else. I hope you enjoy.
Three different options. We have tulips, we have carnations,
I
and
love
we have
carnations.
roses.
Yeah.
Yes. So with the roses, I believe that the first thing we're going to want to do is you're just going to go ahead and grab one, Drew.
Here, take that one.
Get your hand in there.
Okay, great. So
Yes.
they're already pretty as is. So how do we bump it up?
I
So
noticed
I
the
love it.
leaves have been stripped from this also.
I love to remove all of the foliage because it just takes up extra space and takes up energy from the plant. So with these roses, we're going to do something that I love to call reflexing. So we're going to take these outer petals right here and we're just going to gently turn them.
Oh.
Inside out. I know. Doesn't it feel nice? Aren't they so silky and smooth?
I've never done this before.
Oh, good. Look at that right there.
What do y'all think? What do y'all think?
Oh my goodness.
Beautiful. Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Look how he did that for $0.00.
Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So then we're going to come over here. We're going to just pop them into this arrangement right here. I gave them a fresh cut. Go ahead and let me see yours. Yep. We're going to put it
Now
right
that it's
here.
looking so fine, I can't believe how much that transformed the flower.
Look at this. And then should we show the audience? You guys ready?
Yeah, look. Boom.
Oh!
Very dramatic.
Isn't that gorgeous?
I want to know, I have a question too, because when you get flowers, it's special. It doesn't happen every day. You want them to last as long as possible. Are there any tips for, because you've heard like put an aspirin in, put a penny in, put vodka in. Okay, all right.
I really want everyone to hear this response, okay?
Do any of those things work?
Okay, I want you to take my hands.
Okay, go what?
Flowers are not supposed to last. I know. Listen to me. Listen. They're not supposed to last. Their job is to help us to stay in the present. Okay? They grow.
Okay.
They grow.
Makes me feel better.
Yes. They grow. They blossom. They thrive.
And
And then they're gone. You have to stay
Just like humans, right?
in the present. You have to stop. You have to be in the moment. Otherwise, you're going to blink, and what's going to be happening? They're going to be gone.
So what I'm
they're
hearing
there
is
to stay in the present.
Flowers help you stay in the present. They help you be mindful. We talked about being mindful and staying in the present so we can affect and do what we need to do right now because we're living right now in the moment. So flowers are not supposed to last.
You're really changing my life right now.
Good. Okay, let's do the
deeper than I
tulips.
thought it was going to be.
I
All
know.
right.
So we've got these beautiful, beautiful tulips here, and what we're going to do, we're also going to reflex them as well, and we're just going to turn them out. Go ahead and grab one.
It's the same idea,
Get familiar.
huh?
It's the same idea because what we're
Tulips symbolize love, rebirth, and new beginnings.
Oh, so that's
we're
no
doing is we're
tulip
making
I've
the
ever
flowers
seen.
more
Tulips only have a
expressive.
few
We really
petals.
want them to pop, 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 and look how beautiful that is.
So different.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
It just transforms it. And we're going to pop them into this arrangement right here. Let's take a look. Look.
And this book, honestly, that I've been bragging about and doting on, everyone in the audience is going to go home with a copy.
We love it.
I want one.
It's flowers are not meant to last. So you know what they say, like smell the coffee and the roses. You know that term. But you have to smell them before they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
You have to smell them. So that's the message of life. Don't enjoy it while they're here. Enjoy people while they're here in the moment.
Oh yeah, that's
While
good.
they enjoy your flowers. Don't feel sad that they're gone. They're here to grow and be beautiful, but also go away at once. So that's the message I'm gonna leave with today, especially the cherry blossoms. Enjoy them while you can, because they're not gonna be here. But
Well, this is great, Alex. What a great program. I love this.
That is so cute.
Everyone.
And Ron, I meant to join your program on Monday. How about that UConn ending? That was unbelievable.
Yes, that was unbelievable.
Can you believe that?
Yes,
I couldn't believe that.
Yes.
I never saw
thinking
anything
about
like
it.
that. I never saw anything like that.
I
Thank
haven't
you, Lou,
either.
so much for hosting our cherry blossom session today. Let's
So
all
y'all
thank
be
Lou.
cheering. Y'all be cheering for Michigan. Y'all be cheering for Michigan now. Y'all be cheering on
Okay,
Saturday.
we'll cheer for Michigan.
That's for you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Lou, for hosting our session today.
I'll tune in on Monday, Ron. I'll be tuning in on Monday.
Okay, good move. Good
I'll
move.
say thank you to Lou for
Thank
being
you,
such a wonderful
Lou.
host.
Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thank
Hope
you.
you enjoyed our session today.
Thanks,
Flowers are
everyone.
not meant to last.
Flowers are not meant to last.
And that's
Enjoy
picture
them.
of
I
them.
like that. I
They
like
have
that.
Enjoy
to
them.
stay
I
in
like
the
that.
present.
Enjoy them.
Ross
Take
and
a
Ross.
picture.
I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much.